The Kingdom of the Lost Colors. Once upon a time, there was a kingdom called Color Tierra, where everything was a spectacle of vivid and bright colors. The flower fields seemed like embroidered blankets with red, yellow, and violet tones. The rivers were such a deep blue that the sky reflected their beauty in them. And the houses of the inhabitants were painted with warm and cheerful tones, as if the sun never stopped shining on them. The kingdom was full of happiness because its inhabitants knew to appreciate the beauty of life. They sang, danced, and marveled at the colors of sunrise and sunset. But one day, something terrible happened. The day the colors began to disappear, it all started subtly. First, the petals of the red roses began to turn pale, as if someone had stolen their ink. Then, the yellow of the sunflowers began to fade until they were white as snow. Little by little, the colors of the whole kingdom were disappearing. People tried to find logical explanations. Would it be a spell? A disease in nature? But no one had answers. King Sabio, a just and wise old man, gathered his best advisors to find a solution, but they were all so worried that they could not think clearly. In the midst of the confusion, a girl named Leah decided to act. Leah was only 10 years old, but she had always been curious and brave. She believed that everything had a solution if it was searched with the open heart. One night, while observing the sky, she noticed that even the stars seemed to lose their brightness. It was then that she decided to talk to her grandfather, the most talented painter in the kingdom. "Grandfather, why are the colors disappearing?" she asked worriedly. The old man, disappointed and sadly, answered, "Because people have stopped seeing them, my girl. They have forgotten how important it is to stop and appreciate beauty." Leah frowned. How could she have forgotten something? How wonderful! His grandfather gave him a special brush, golden and bright, and said to him, "This is a magic brush. But you will only be able to bring the colors back if you find the true origin of their disappearance." The journey to recover the colors. With the brush in hand and a small knapsack with provisions, Leah embarked on a journey throughout the kingdom in search of answers. First stop, the Forest of Forgotten Memories. Leah arrived at a forest that was once lush and vibrant, but the hour its trees were dry and gray. Touching the bark of one with his brush, small green spots appeared, as if the colors were still there, but trapped. Suddenly, an old owl fell from a branch and spoke with a wise voice. "The colors have gone because people have stopped remembering what makes them happy. If you want to recover them, you must help people remember their most beautiful moments." Leah thought of her mother, who used to tell her stories every night before Irmer, and how his smile lit up the room. That made her happy. She decided that she had to find a way to return those memories to everyone. Second stop, the River of Lost Emotions. She continued on her way until she reached a river that was once blue and crystalline, but now seemed a gray and opaque reflection. She touched the water with her brush, and for an instant, a blue flash illuminated the surface. "The colors also depend on emotions," said a voice. Leah turned and saw a silver fish that jumped over the water. When people stop feeling joy, amazement, and gratitude, the colors begin to fade. Leah remembered the last time she saw her best friend laugh heartily while they played in the field. She realized that it had been a long time since she had heard people laugh in the kingdom. Perhaps, if she helped people find joy again, the colors would return. Third stop, the Sleeping Heart Mountain. The girl continued her journey and arrived at the mountain next to the highest point of the kingdom, where it was said that an old man who knew everything lived. He climbed with effort and, upon reaching the summit, found a man with a long beard and kind eyes who seemed to be meditating. "Sage of the mountain, I need your help. The colors have disappeared, and I think it's because people have forgotten to appreciate beauty and feel joy." The old man approached with a smile. "The colors have not disappeared, they have only been forgotten. They are waiting for someone to awaken them. Again." "How can I do it?" Leah asked. "Show them what they have lost. Remind each person how beautiful the world is." The return to the kingdom and the recovery of the colors. Leah went down the mountain with a plan. She returned to the kingdom and began to use her magic brush in a special way. She not only painted the objects, but she painted smiles on people's faces. She told them stories, reminded them of happy moments, and taught them to look around with new eyes. Little by little, something incredible began to happen. The sky regained its deep blue. The flowers were once again filled with bright colors, and the trees shone with their green leaves. But the most beautiful thing of all was that people began to laugh again, to share, to feel gratitude, and to marvel at the world. King Wise gathered all the people and declared, "We have learned a valuable lesson. Colors do not depend only on light or paint, but on how we look at the world. Never again. We must not forget to stop and appreciate the beauty in simplicity, in friendship, in memories, and in our emotions." From that day on, Colortiera returned to being the vibrant and happy kingdom it had always been, and Leah became the guardian of colors, in charge of reminding everyone that the true magic lies in how we choose to see life.